Isreal Adesanya's tragic injuries, may be forced to retire from UFC. Welcome to my YouTube channel, MMA Insider. Please don't forget to subscribe and like for more UFC news, updates, and analysis. Isreal Adesanya, the reigning UFC middleweight champion, has been dealing with a string of injuries that may potentially force him to retire from the sport. Adesanya, widely considered one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time, has been struggling with a combination of knee and pectoral injuries that have left his future in the sport uncertain. Background: Isreal Adesanya, also known as the Last Stylebender, has been a dominant force in the UFC middleweight division since his debut in 2018. With a record of 23-1, Adesanya has established himself as one of the most skilled and formidable fighters in the sport. However, Adesanya's success has come at a cost. He has been dealing with a series of injuries, including a torn pectoral muscle and a damaged knee ligament, that have forced him to undergo multiple surgeries and lengthy periods of rehabilitation. The Adesanya's injuries are a major concern for his team and the UFC. The pectoral muscle tear, which he suffered during his fight against Robert Whittaker at UFC 271, has been particularly problematic. The injury required surgery and a lengthy period of rehabilitation, which has kept Adesanya out of action for several months. The knee ligament damage, which Adesanya suffered during his fight against Alex Pereira at UFC 281, has also been a major concern. The injury has required multiple surgeries and has left Adesanya's knee unstable and prone to further injury. Potential retirement. Given the severity of Adesanya's injuries, there is a growing concern that he may be forced to retire from the sport. Adesanya has been open about the challenges he has faced in his rehabilitation and has expressed frustration with the slow pace of his recovery. While Adesanya has not officially announced his retirement, there are rumors that he may be considering hanging up his gloves. The UFC has also been exploring options for Adesanya's potential replacement as middleweight champion, which has added fuel to the speculation surrounding his future in the sport. Impact on the UFC: Adesanya's potential retirement would be a significant blow to the UFC. He is one of the most popular and successful fighters in the sport, and his absence would leave a major void in the middleweight division. The UFC has been exploring options for Adesanya's potential replacement, including a potential title fight between Robert Whittaker and Alex Pereira. However, the loss of Adesanya would still be deeply felt, and the UFC would need to find a way to fill the void left by his departure. Conclusion: Isreal Adesanya's tragic injuries have left his future in the UFC uncertain. While he has not officially announced his retirement, the severity of his injuries and the slow pace of the unsolved mystery of Adam Hunter, uncovering the truth behind his tragic death. Welcome to my YouTube channel, where we dive into the most intriguing and baffling true crime stories in Australian history. Please don't forget to subscribe and like for more in-depth analyses and explorations of Australia's most shocking crimes. Today, we're going to examine one of the most enduring unsolved mysteries in Australian history, the tragic and mysterious death of Adam Hunter. Adam Hunter was a 20-year-old jackaroo who worked on a remote cattle station in outback Queensland. His life was cut short in 1964, when his body was found with a gunshot wound to the head. The investigation that followed was one of the most extensive and complex in Australian history, yet the case remains unsolved to this day. Background: to understand the circumstances surrounding Adam Hunter's death, it's essential to delve into the world of outback Queensland in the 1960s. The region was characterized by vast expanses of remote wilderness, isolated cattle stations, and a sparse population. Adam Hunter was born in 1943 in Sydney, Australia. He grew up in a loving family and was drawn to the rugged lifestyle of the outback. After completing his education, Hunter moved to Queensland to work as a jackaroo on a remote cattle station. The mysterious death on December 24, 1964, Adam Hunter's body was found in a remote area of the cattle station. The police investigation that followed revealed that Hunter had been shot in the head at close range. The wound was consistent with a gunshot from a .22 caliber rifle. The police collected evidence from the crime scene, including a spent cartridge case and a piece of torn fabric caught in a barbed wire fence. However, despite an extensive search of the area, no one was ever charged in connection with Hunter's death. Theories and suspects. Over the years, numerous theories and suspects have emerged in connection with Adam Hunter's death. Some have suggested that Hunter was killed in a dispute over a woman, while others believe that he may have been murdered by a rival cattle station owner. One of the most enduring theories is that Hunter was killed by a group of Aboriginal men who were angry about the treatment of their people by the cattle station owners. However, this theory has never been proven, and many believe that it is nothing more than a racist myth. Investigation and controversy. The investigation into Adam Hunter's death was led by the Queensland Police, who were criticised for their handling of the case. Many believe that the police were biased against the Aboriginal community and that they failed to adequately investigate the crime. In 1965, the Queensland government established a royal commission to investigate the circumstances surrounding Adam Hunter's death. The commission's findings were inconclusive, and the case remains unsolved to this day. Legacy and impact. Adam Hunter's death had a profound impact on the community in Out.